you can see that you have 6 strings on your guitar. They have numbers. It's important to kind of know what the numbers are. So just real quick, let's go through that. You have number 1. This is the thinnest string. It should be closest to the ground. We call that one number 1. Then we go number 2, number 3, string number 4, string number 5, and string number 6. So just keep that in mind. Next thing that you want to know is that there are frets on your guitar. These are these little raised strips of metal all along your guitar here, right? We refer to these as fret 1 is here. It's the furthest fret away from you. It's number 1. I'll call this one number 2. Number 3, and of course it just keeps on going, right? All the way up. You can keep counting. And the next thing that you're going to need to know is finger numbers. So it goes like this. Finger number 1 is your index finger. And then it just follows from there. 1, then you have 2, 3, and 4. Right? Your thumb doesn't count. We don't give it a number in guitar because your thumb doesn't actually do anything. Some advanced players may use their thumb sometimes, but for beginners, you're not going to use your thumb. So we only have 4 fingers. What you're going to do with your thumb is you're going to take it and you're going to put it on the back of the neck. This thing is called the neck, right? So I'm going to spin around here and show you what you're going to do. You're going to take your thumb and you're going to stick it right on the back of the neck, kind of so that the pad of your thumb here is right there, kind of in the middle between this top part and this bottom part right here. It's kind of right in the middle, okay? Don't want to have your thumb down too far like this. This doesn't really give you a good grip on it. Up too high, it's kind of bad. It's kind of bad for your wrist. You want it right there. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to take all of these things, we're going to kind of put them together and kind of see how we use it all to play guitar. So you're going to take your thumb, put it where in the back of the neck, like I just mentioned. Take your first finger, remember it's your index finger. You're going to take that finger, you're going to wrap it around. You're going to take the tip of your first finger, you're going to put it right in front of what we called the first fret. That's this raised metal strip right here. You're going to take that finger, you're going to put it right in front. Okay? And if you press down, you should get the sound of an F note. That's what we call F. When you take your first finger, you press down in front of the first fret. That should be F. So what's important to know is that when you press down the string actually has to make contact with the fret. So that means that if I just put my finger there on the string, but I don't actually press down very hard or not hard enough, I might get kind of a thumping sound like that. If you hear that sound, that means that you might just want to press down a little bit harder so that you can get a clear sound. On the other hand, sometimes when people first start playing, they get kind of a buzzing noise like this. If you get that sound, you can see that, well, my finger is kind of in the middle of the fret. And that's not going to work out so well. So what I want to do is I want to move that finger away from the fret over here, and I want to slide it over till it's right in front of the fret. Then I press down there, and then you should have a clear sounding note. So now that we've kind of gone over how to press down in front of a fret and make the sound of an F note, what I would do is I would just kind of take some time to take any random finger, put it on any string in front of any fret, and try to see if you can get a sound to come out at that spot. So, for example, say I'll take my third finger. So, of course, that's 1, 2, 3. That's going to be this one. I'm going to take my third finger and say I'll put it in front of the 5th fret. So I'd go like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to press down on the 2nd string. I'm going to play that one. And I should get kind of a sound like that. Again, if you don't press down hard enough, you get that thumping sound. So you get the thumping sound, that means you're not pressing down hard enough. So remember, make contact with the string and the fret. On the other hand, if your finger's too far back, and you get kind of that buzzing noise, then your finger is just too far away from the fret. So slide it back up right in front of the fret. And there you go. You should get the sound of a note. So, you can do this any finger, any string, any fret. Just kind of test yourself. Press down on the 3rd string at the 7th fret with my 2nd finger. See if I can get that. Maybe I'll try my pinky. Okay. Maybe I'll take my 1st finger and try the 6th fret on the 6th string. Right? So this is a great exercise to kind of go through, get familiar with your strings, your fingers, and your frets. This is just about you exploring your guitar and finding out where everything is. Don't worry too much if you're not really getting the right sound or the sound that you want. Don't worry about how you're not actually playing a song. It's just about you making sound on your guitar.